have an amazing day to talk about what's up with the XRP community. Now, market XP is around 38 cents, guys. Now, March is finally here, right? As we can tell, these cryptos are stable at this point in time, but this month is already starting off pretty crazy. In today's video, pay very close attention, guys, because we're going to tie everything together, the timeline and whatnot. Just got probably 10 emergency alert test texts in a row. March Madness better be upon us. Interesting, right? There you guys go. March 15th, the storm begins, right? I mean, we are already in the storm, guys. Ides of March and whatnot. But actually, before we jump to the manufacturer of adverse system value only from Pharaoh X33. Coinbase has scheduled maintenance on March 4th. You know what that means, right? Exactly, guys. A pump in crypto inbound, possibly. But it's fascinating because Cryptomania comes out and states, I'm not saying anything, just sharing, right? XRP. Again, what are the chances we explode, guys? I mean, this is my belief right here. I believe we will probably pump up. We go this year and next year, and then in the collapse we dump a little bit, and then new financial system and stuff flips the switch and whatnot at that point in time, right? So we do go up, guys. But look at this right here. We are in a bullish cycle which will last until approximately May 2025, which with the major run up occurring between December 2023 and April 2024. There you guys go, right? This is all leading towards what, guys? These 2 years, 2024 and 2025, in my humble opinion. So pay very close attention because we're about to tie everything together, guys. Now, it's interesting because next year is what? A very important year. Why? Because it's 2024. What? The election year, right? Elections are upon us now. The election is upon us, guys. Anybody wearing Trump has to go. Interesting, right? So imagine how crazy it will be next year, guys. Things will start accelerating like this right here. Zelensky, Ukraine needs fresh young Americans to help fight on the ground. Wait, what? Guys, listen to this right here. This is the craziest thing.
The U.S. will have to send their sons and daughters exactly the same way as we are sending their sons and daughters to war. And they will have to fight because it's NATO that we're talking about. And they will be dying, God forbid, because it's a horrible thing.
Come on, guys. Again, they want to pull every country known to mankind, right, in this world. They want to bring in as many people, guys. Remember, they don't care if bloodshed occurs. This is all pointing toward a certain outcome, right? We already know what's about to take place. The timeline is so clear. Do you read? Now, guys, we're the fun part of XRP and the XRP community. Now, this is called quite interesting. Now, it obviously ties in with Mr. Pool. Don't forget, again, we're about to talk about, guys, this is the craziest video because we're going to tie everything together. This all points towards a specific outcome, right? The conclusion, the finale, the climax. Now, from Ashley, Putin made it very clear if Ukraine joins NATO, they will take it as a threat and will go to war. It's just a matter of days before Putin declares a war. I highly suggest everyone to get everything you need, everything you all need: food, water, gas, pet food, etc. and whatnot, right? As you guys can see from Mr. Pool, again, explosions, nukes, possibly bombs, guys. I mean, you guys can see Russia and whatnot. Now, because check this out from the school CV. Basically, they truly are trying to create WW3. Again, this is all leading to a climax, folks. NATO chief. Allies have agreed that Ukraine will become a member of our alliance in the long term. What happens if they join, guys? We're about to talk about it. Be prepared.
What's the external growth? So what NATO allies have agreed that Ukraine will become a member of our alliance, but at the same time that is a long-term perspective. What is the issue now is to ensure that Ukraine prevail as a sovereign independent nation, and that therefore we need to support Ukraine.
I see that the future of Ukraine is to be part of European Union and also member of NATO. We have taken many steps forward when it comes to military aid to Ukraine, and I'm very glad that we are now cooperating together much more closely to give Ukraine more heavy weapons.
Of course, guys, they want to accelerate this war. No doubt about that, right? Zero doubt. Now, it's funny to me, it's crazy to me that these people are just like puppets. All of them are, right? They're given the scripts and whatnot, guys, and they have to do what they're told to do, right? This will be a problem. Now, why would it, guys? Let's prepare. Because Russian official warns of World War III if Ukraine joins NATO, right? Of course, it connects with Ripple at the end of the day, which we're about to talk about, guys. Again, this all leads to the same damn climax, right? Collapsing the current system and bringing upon a new one. The only way they could do that is by what? World War. Possibly 3? I'm not sure, guys, but there will probably be a nuke going off at some point. Maybe a false flag event? Let's wait and see. Now, if Ukraine is admitted into US-led NATO military alliance, then the conflict in Ukraine would be guaranteed to escalate into World War III, right? A Russian Security Council official was quoted from a couple months back, guys, from last year. And obviously, what they're stating comes into play today. Kyiv is well aware that such a step would mean a guaranteed escalation to World War III, right? All these people are stating it, guys. The suicidal nature of such a step is understood by NATO members themselves, right? Wow. This is absolutely crazy, guys. And remember, they don't care. You know what's crazy? Look at this. US President Joe Biden has said the world faces the biggest risk of nuclear Armageddon since 1962. Again, a lot of what talk? War talks, and it now comes into nukes. Remember, who stated this? Who showed you guys before a long time ago? Mr. Poole did, right? Don't forget to take shelter. That's why there are mountains and whatnot, guys, right? Remember about the 3 mountains in Korea as well, or the So It Begins mountains, right? It ties in with the shelter in Korea. Wait, there was a connection about that, guys. We're going to tie all this stuff together, okay? Now, Russia and the United States are by far the biggest nuclear powers. They control about 90% of the world's nuclear warheads. Now, will a nuke go off and stuff? I'm pretty sure not. If it does, it will be constrained. Why? Because this will happen. We must remember a nuclear conflict will affect absolutely the whole world, not only Russia and the collective West, but every country on this planet. And that is why a nuke will not go off, right? There will not be nuke wars, guys. The consequences will be disastrous for all of mankind. There you guys go. What there will be is a possibly, more likely, a false flag event, a scare event, right? To scare people and stuff like that. And then, or if it actually does go off, guys, it'll be constrained to a specific location, so people will probably not get hurt and whatnot, right? Now, why does it connect to Ripple and from David Schwartz right here? Because if we're talking about 2024 and 2025, remember, there's one thing that we are waiting for, XRP to be granted clarity. Why? In New York, a quote-unquote Supreme Court is just one where guacamole and sour cream doesn't cost extra. Right, so why is David Schwartz recently talking about giving hints and clues about what quote-unquote Supreme, right? Supreme Court. Think about that, guys, right? If it goes there, what does that tell us? It's going to conclude this case by a few years maximum, right? Possibly. Again, 24, 25, what does that mean? Again, one thing. It means it ties in with the collapse, right? XRP will get clarity, most likely. It's funny because Val Jester stated this a long time ago, right? He never gave any dates but a timeline, so to speak, about the case concludes. Why? Because there needs to be a ritual, guys, right? The SEC is waiting for specific events to play out. They are delaying. They are using the delay tactic card, basically, right? If we go to Supreme Court, right, FML, and then if my tweet about Supreme Court comes true, you heard it here first, right? And you know what's even crazier? We basically got confirmed, most likely right here. Everyone in the Ripple camp is talking about SCOTUS lately. Seems inevitable, right? What is SCOTUS? Supreme Court of the United States, folks, right? The acronym. This is from Flashback. The law needs to be made by judges, not by speeches, not by papers, not by settlements, was another Ripple attorney, Matthew Solomon, suggesting that the Ripple vs. SEC case may or should go to Supreme Court. Check this out.
Okay. In other cases, it is a tough calculus. I think companies and individuals should fight more. They need to fight more. The law needs to be made by judges, not by speeches, not by papers, not by settlements. It needs to be made by Article 3 judges and appellate courts as well, and the Supreme Court. Okay.
Supreme Court right there, guys, right at the end. So again, what do you guys think, right? Interesting, very fascinating stuff. Look at this. Mr. Poole told us. Interesting. Wow. Wait a moment, guys. I just thought about it. Right? He didn't link the tweets and whatnot, but SCOTUS, as you guys can see, Then the same video shows, what is that, 589, which is what, the reset, right? 589 meaning a lot of different things. Wait, what? 9/11? You cannot make, wow. Destruction awaits, folks. All these numbers occur all at the same damn time. Is it about to come into reality? Again, this all ties in together, folks, right? This is all interlinked. At the end of the day, how come people can't see? Well, these are just our opinions, right, of what the timeline will truly be. Here's a fascinating connection, right? Guacamole, and then what do we see right here? It's fascinating because look at that, green, right? Green, happy St. Patrick's Day, again from Bragg Rawlinghouse as well. But remember, follow the green colors, it will lead you towards what? Prosperity. Now, if we're talking about, again, this is where it all ties in together, guys, and this is the post where it clicked for me, right? A connection to Bitcoin, which we talked about a long time ago, but here's the proof right here. So pay very close attention because BG123 warned us a long time ago, and obviously Mr. Poole did as well, which we're about to talk about here very shortly. First of all, posted on 4/1/2018, right? April Fool's Day, the joke, a jokester or a jester. Why does the XRP flag have a spear at the top? Why is the bear pointing to tooth number 4? Why is the Phoenix logo on the Bitcoin column? And then is the knight protecting both Bitcoin and XRP? Now, you guys remember that a long time ago, many years ago, we stated that Bitcoin will die, right? But we changed our tune when Chris Larsen came out, right, and stated that Bitcoin needs a change. If it doesn't, then it'll probably go away, guys, right? They need to change the code because it's not scalable and energy intensive and stuff like that. And a lot of Bitcoin maxis attacked Chris Larsen for that statement. Now, we changed our tune as soon as he stated that, guys. We changed our tune into stating that what I believe will take place with Bitcoin is Bitcoin will collapse, Ethereum and all these other coins will go away, but Bitcoin will collapse like everything else. But instead, at that point in time, they will change the code or they will come up with a solution and Bitcoin will rise up once again. Why? I can't believe we didn't see this before, guys, but Bitcoin, look at this guy, look at the Phoenix right there, the Phoenix logo right attached. Again, that's so fascinating, right? Bitcoin, XRP number 1, obviously, and then Bitcoin and USD. But you know what's even more crazy? Look at this right here, USD, right? The Ouroboros. Think about this for a second. The USD is possibly going to what? Eat itself up, right? We're not making any of this stuff up. Why? From Mr. Poole, flames. It's basically being engulfed by its own flames, guys, right? As you guys can see. So, again, the timeline seems so clear to me. And one more thing, don't forget, wait a moment. How and why are there riddlers in the XRP community, right? They could have been any other coin, but it's not. Think about it. It's because they're trying to guide the community. This isn't financial advice, but it seems like the timeline is clear, folks. Right? This is all leading to a certain climax. Are you being prepared, right, at the end of the day? So let's get ready. Now, 333 Doomsday. Interesting. What do we have here? Again, this is why we should pay attention, guys, because there are specific dates and whatnot to pay attention towards, right? Look at this. Now, a lot of 3-3 talk here, right? Again, could it be March 3rd? Now, it's fascinating because I'm going to be probably talking about the March calendar on my next video today, guys, and it will tie in with the Ripple versus SEC case and obviously specific major events. So dates are very specific. Key dates are important to know, guys, right? Aside all of that, now the fountain for today's video comes from Baba Cooks. Countries are struggling to contain inflation. Of course, what did we talk about in my master timeline back last year in, what was it, June 17th, if I'm not mistaken? I posted a 2025 sequence event timeline, guys, that tells you guys what I believe will take place right all the way back then. And look what happened. Look what has happened from then to now. Again, the proof is clear. We know what's upcoming. Everything has to go up. They cannot contain inflation because the end of the system is near, in my humble opinion. Not financial advice. Not financial advice and not financial advice. Hopefully you guys are all prepared. But anyways, that's all for guys. Amazing. See ya.